Entering play call screen.
And the Pirates will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
WR2.
The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Spread.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds his man. It's Boone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transact. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Cover 9 show 2.
Looking to throw again. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Hauls it in. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back.
Entering
Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing him. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Short cross.
Dropping back, it's Lacy. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job by the defense. Keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Jacksonville State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at JSU. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again.
Click, do, ins, mesh, spot, click, make, up, option, middle, verticals.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
RPO alert shot.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense. He keeps the drive alive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Got the back over the middle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
There are 6 categories.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
There are 6
and they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
There are 8 categories.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Red option, Padu. RPO, ghost wheel, red, ghost wheel shallow.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There are 8 categories.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. To the air, it's Lacy. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
There are 8 categories.
The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Love. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
There are 8 categories. Pinfulta, RPO, Red, Pinfulta, formation. There are 8 categories.
We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use the score to cut into this lead.
HB gut.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Categories.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout call here by the defense is the first one they use this game. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
You have 15 options. Added empty selected.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Unloads quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete.
Entering
I don't know if the
model
quarterback got
screen
confused on
options.
1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Quick base.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Runs through the tackle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Counter Y.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
Coach suggestions. There are
this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him. It really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
Inside zone split.
And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Coach suggestions.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He rolls
Entering
all the
play
way down
call,
the
coach
5-yard line before
suggestions.
they
There
finally
are 8
get him
categories.
stopped.
You have 12 options.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Pirates. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Entering play call, coach
Ready
suggestions.
to try the point
there are
after.
8 categories. You have 15 options.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
Entering
Let's go to
play
the studio
call,
now
you
and
have
check
5
in with Kevin
options.
Connors.
You
Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and more. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Duke. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need.
Entering play call, you have 7
Can you
options.
get in the end zone?
5-4,
Yes, he
return
can.
left to select.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it, Jesse. This offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Categories: gun, option, middle, verticals.
They've only converted one time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. Makes a grab past the marker. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Options, verticals is selected.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels.
Man, just a great job on the defense. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
RPO peak slant.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Lacy. He's got it on the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Tricks and drive spacing switch.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back's got it. Into the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 17 set to kick this one off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Categories.
And the Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Spread.
Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
RPO alert bubble.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Coach suggestions.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Shuffle slot in is selected.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Entering inside zone split.
And the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Lacy. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Got a man, it's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Spread.
Back to pass. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Boone. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The clock winds down to a 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Lacy. Here's a throw downfield late. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown ECU. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
Formation. There are 6 categories. Over. There are 6 categories.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
who do you trust, and they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. At the 30. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He wants a big play here late. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win